Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Happiness depends upon ourselves. He who has overcome his fears will truly be free. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. The good for man is an activity of the soul in accordance with virtue. Moral excellence comes about as a result of habit. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees the others. Without friends, no one would want to live even if he had all other goods. The aim of the wise is not to secure pleasure, but to avoid pain. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit. Friendship is a single soul dwelling in two bodies. Dignity does not consist in possessing honors, but in deserving them. All human beings by nature desire to know. All men by nature desire knowledge. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. Learning is not child's play. We cannot learn without pain. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living from the dead. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. The one exclusive sign of thorough knowledge is the power of teaching. Wisdom is the reward you get for a lifetime of listening when you'd have preferred to talk. The more perfect a nature is, the fewer means it requires for its operation. The soul never thinks without a picture. The least initial deviation from the truth is multiplied later 1,000-fold. Nature does nothing in vain. In all things of nature there is something of the marvelous. Man is by nature a political animal. Time crumbles things. Everything grows old under the power of time and is forgotten through the lapse of time. The whole is more than the sum of its parts. What is a friend? A single soul dwelling in two bodies. Hope is a waking dream. Change in all things is sweet. Youth is easily deceived because it is quick to hope. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. First, have a definite, clear practical ideal, a goal and objective. The ultimate value of life depends upon awareness and the power of contemplation rather than upon mere survival. To avoid criticism, say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. Where your talents and the needs of the world cross, there lies your vocation. You will never do anything in this world without courage. All persons ought to endeavor to follow what is right, and not what is established. The ideal man bears the accidents of life with dignity and grace. A friend to all is a friend to none. For the things we have to learn before we can do them, we learn by doing them. To perceive is to suffer. It is not once nor twice but times without number that the same ideas make their appearance in the world. He who cannot be a good follower cannot be a good leader. Wise men speak when they have something to say, fools speak because they have to say something. All virtue is summed up in dealing justly. We become just by doing just acts, temperate by doing temperate acts, brave by doing brave acts. Good habits formed at youth make all the difference. 58. Excellence is never an accident. The law is reason, free from passion. Great men are always of a nature originally melancholy. Even when laws have been written down, they ought not always to remain unaltered. Fear is pain arising from the anticipation of evil. Democracy arises out of the notion that those who are equal in any respect are equal in all respects. He who is to be a good ruler must have first been ruled. Personal beauty is a greater recommendation than any letter of reference. A likely impossibility is always preferable to an unconvincing possibility. Poverty is the parent of revolution and crime. The antidote for 50 enemies is one friend. The best way to teach morality is to make it a habit with children. Happiness depends on being free, and freedom depends on being courageous.